Everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
There's no point in us living together anymore. I mean, I want out, Maria. The marriage is over. Maria? You understand what I'm saying?
Are you sure that's what you want?
It's what I can cope with.
I understand. That's it then, isn't it?
Yeah. Listen, I'll move out, of course. I don't expect you to do that.
Whatever you think. But I don't think you should be the one who moves.
Yeah, well, I'm the one that's forcing it. Besides, the boys shouldn't have to move.
What do you want to tell them?
I don't know. I suppose all they need to know for now is we're separate.
Yes. I want to tell Shane as soon as possible. Putting it off will make it only more difficult.
Yeah, well, listen, I'm going to be out most of the day. Perhaps we could do it tonight.
All right. I don't think Shane will take it very well.
Shane's old enough to cope with it. I mean, he'll just have to accept that we can't stay together for his sake.
What about Danny? By the time he comes back, you'll be probably gone.
You know, I shouldn't worry too much about his reaction. I mean, he'll probably think it's the best news he ever had.
Looks pretty scungy.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
I don't know. How much money we got left?
$5.
It doesn't look like we got much choice, does it?
We could sell your watch. That'd bring us some money.
Who'd buy it? Anyway, it's got my name and phone number on the back. The cops will be onto us in no time.
Yeah.
Well, maybe the old lady isn't as bad as the guy in the shop reckons.
Then why'd he go on about her so much?
Oi! You're there! You the two boys that rang about the labouring job?
That's right.
What's your names?
Danny and Scott. Danny and Scott Jones. We're brothers.
Look a bit scrawny to me. You sure you done labouring before?
Yeah, we practically grew up on a farm.
Ah, well, I don't suppose I've got much choice.
We've got the job.
I don't know what I'm doing hiring a couple of namby-pambies like you, but yes, suppose you'll have to do. Well, get a move on. I haven't got all day. And shut the gate.
How did the coaching go?
Fine. I've had a couple more inquiries from kids about lessons.
Terrific.
Well, there's nothing definite, but looks like I might finally be starting to make a go of this coaching business.
You deserve it. After all those years training, you have a lot to offer.
I hope so.
Are you going to be in tonight?
I don't know. What?
Oh, nothing particular. Just keeping tabs.
I thought you'd given up on all that.
Never.
Oh, hi, Mrs. Daniels.
Jane, got time to offer me a cup of coffee?
Any excuse to get rid of this. Shane, would you be so kind and distribute this amongst the rest of your mess, please?
Okay.
How goes the war?
It's over.
Oh, Maria, I'm so glad. I've been worried sick.
Oh, it's not exactly what you think. Max is leaving me.
Oh, no.
Well, he told me he thinks he won't be able ever to come to terms with it. And knowing Max, he probably won't.
But you can't let him go. You've got to fight for it.
Helen, I don't have any weapons. I'll be all right, really. I've been expecting it for so long that when it's happened, feels like a relief.
You sure you'll be all right?
I'll be happier once we've told Shane. You're going to do it tonight.
I don't envy you that.
Oh, I don't think he will be very happy about it, but it has to be done.
Oh, Maria.
Oh, people go through worse things. I don't mind Jim knowing it. But before we've told Shane, could you keep it under your head?
Of course.
Thank you. Now, about a cup of coffee?
Right.
I'm not having strangers in the house, so this is where you sleep.
This'll be fine.
Well, it is or it isn't. This is where you sleep. Now, there's a tap outside where you can wash up. It's bore water. So if you want fresh water, you come and see me about it.
How much do we get paid?
Oh, I was wondering when that was coming up.
Well, how much do we?
$40 a day each. Now, there's only a couple of days' work in it, but you don't see a penny till the job's finished, and finished right.
Well, what sort of work is it?
Digging.
Digging? What?
A manure pit.
Do you think Des would like quenelles?
Depends on what they are.
Well, they're a sort of mixture of minced fish and egg white, and they're poached.
Sounds awful.
Maybe, but they taste terrific.
Well, Des will probably prefer pie and chips.
Oh, thanks for the vote of confidence.
Sorry.
What's the matter, Shane?
Oh, things are a bit tense at home at the moment, Daphne. I guess it's just rubbing off on me.
Your mum and dad worried about Danny.
I wish that were all it was. But they're fighting a lot as well, and whenever I come into the room, they pretend that there's nothing going on.
Look, why don't you escape it and come over here for dinner tonight? You, me, and Des.
You going to cook those fish things?
Go on, take a risk. It's got to be better than watching your parents fight.
Yeah, I guess so. Anything's got to be better than that.
$40 a day for this? Who needs it?
We do. Take this with it. It's shockproof and waterproof, but I don't think it's smell-proof.
Sure. Here comes the old witch.
If that's an hour's work, I'd hate to see a day's.
What do you mean? We haven't stopped.
Stop wasting time. I'm going out for a while. I don't want you two slacking off while I'm gone.
Don't worry, we won't.
How long are you going to be?
Long as it takes.
Old cow. I bet she's going to the pub.
Yeah, and I bet that's why her husband left her. She doesn't help you.
You reckon he left her?
Well, he's not here, is he?
She probably bumped him off.
Yeah, and she's hidden the body until we finish digging the grave.
Still reckon she's gone to the pub.
Half her luck.
Oh, I'm glad you came earlier. Mrs. Hastings called about her central heating. She wants you to call her before 5, if you can, please.
Yeah, they all do.
And there's a couple of other messages as well. Nothing urgent.
Well, thanks. Listen, I'll make some arrangements to get an answering service as soon as I can. I just hadn't had time to sort it out yet, all right?
There's no need for that. I can keep taking messages.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to be bothered with that.
Oh, it's no bother. I mean, if you're going to have the expense of trying to find somewhere else to live, you don't want to pay an answering service as well.
Yeah, well, I'd appreciate that. Well, just for the time being, like. Look, what about my tools and stuff? Is it all right if I leave them here till I get settled?
Of course it is. It's your house, Max.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that for now, all right?
Max.
Huh?
It's not a crime to change your mind.
Look, I better give this Mrs. Hastings a call.
What if she doesn't come back? How long are we supposed to work for?
Probably till we die knowing her.
Here she comes. Look busy.
Needs to be a bit longer towards that way.
We haven't had time for that part yet.
Just making sure. I don't know what sort of brains you got, so I can't take risks.
We've done all right so far, haven't we?
Oh, I've seen worse. It's all right, I'm not stealing it. They're putting it somewhere safer.
Okay, guys, it's an early dinner tonight. I've got a job later.
That's okay.
I like an early tea. I like solid. You know what I really feel like? Pie and chips.
God, you're a pig. And it's dinner, not tea.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Come on, cheer up. You're getting a free meal, so you may as well be entertaining.
Shane's worried about Danny.
He's probably having a whale of a time. Look on the bright side. I mean, things are a lot quieter around your place.
Des, why don't you shut up?
Well, all I meant was your old man isn't yelling so much.
Thank you, Mr. Clarke, winner of the Nobel Prize for Tact and Diplomacy.
I was only joking.
It's okay. Look, everyone knows what my old man's like. Look, Daphne, I know it's a bit rude, but would you mind if I didn't stay for dinner? I'm not in the mood for being very sociable.
I said I was joking, really.
It's not you, mate. I'm just not in the mood for company.
I shouldn't have told you what I was cooking.
Oh, I bet it's delicious. Anyway, it's all the more for the human incinerator here.
Shane? Another time?
Yeah, I'd love to.
I never thought I'd look forward to going to sleep in a bed like this.
We're still going to the pub, aren't we?
Sure, after we've eaten. Do you think we'll get in?
Of course we will. We look 18 easy. Well, maybe even 19, 20. Well, 18 anyway.
Well, you look cleaner than you did half an hour ago.
Pretty dirty work.
You complaining?
No. Same as we usually do on farms, isn't it, Scott?
Yeah.
Better eat your dinner up before it gets cold.
How come she asked us all those questions?
Because she's a nosy old cow.
You don't think she's onto us?
I don't know. I didn't mug Mrs. Brown, Scott.
I know that, mate.
It's something, isn't it? When your old man thinks you're a crim.
Yeah. How long do you think we'll have to keep running for?
I don't know. We'll be all right. As long as that old dragon doesn't cotton onto us and dob us in.
Yeah, funny old bird, isn't she?
Yeah. Laugh a minute. Oh, look at this. Corned beef. I hate corned beef.
I'll have yours if you don't want it.
No way. I'm so hungry I'd eat this if it was boiled dog.
Oh, Daphne, how am I ever going to meet someone who can cook as good as you?
Did you like it?
Oh, absolute perfection. When I meet someone, I'm going to send her over to you for cooking lessons.
I bet you'll be thrilled. There's more to women than cooking, Des.
I know. Don't you move. I'll do the clearing up.
Oh, okay.
Coffee, madam?
You bet. Whew. I'd give anything not to have to work tonight. So nice and relaxing here.
Why don't you call them and tell them you can't make it?
Sure. As long as you don't mind me not paying this week's rent.
Yeah. Well, on second thoughts, it's a bit late to cancel. Bit rude.
Thought you'd see it that way.
Yeah. Well, what sort of thing is it?
A birthday party. I'm going to be gift wrapped for the birthday boy.
Oh, that sounds a bit off.
Oh, now, don't get all thing. Once I'm unwrapped, that's it. We'll be over in half an hour.
What time are they expecting you?
In about 20 minutes.
Well, why don't I drive you and wait outside, and then we can come back and have coffee later instead of rushing through it now?
Oh, thanks, Des, but you don't want to do that.
I do.
No, you don't.
Look, I'll take you, okay?
Des, you're a darling, you know that?
I know. Sure you got the right place?
Well, it is the right number, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't like the look of it.
Why not?
I don't know, it looks unsavoury.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
I don't want you to go in there.
Oh, honestly, it'll be all right.
I'm serious, Daphne.
Well, you sit here and be serious, and I'll go and do some work. See you soon.
Yeah.
Reckon we should head off pretty soon.
Yeah, in a minute or two.
Be good if we met a couple of girls.
Yeah, but we can't afford to buy them any drinks.
We'll wait till they've bought their own. Then we'll go up to them.
Good idea.
Yeah. I reckon a couple of country girls would be really impressed with a couple of city guys like us. They probably don't get to meet many interesting men around here. I wonder what's hit them when they meet us. Scott? Oh, well, they've waited this long. They can wait till tomorrow.
Scott Robinson, eh? Oh, we'll soon see about that. Forbes here? Oh, yes, sister. Oh. Was it a bad turn? Oh, well. Long as he's comfortable now, I suppose we can't ask for anything more. Yes, I'll be there tomorrow morning. Tell Ned I'm thinking of him, will you? Oh, and tell him I reckon I'll have that manure pit dug by Saturday. Right. Goodbye, sister, and thanks for troubling yourself. If I can get those bludgers working, I might even have it ready for you by Friday, Ned.
He went over to Daphne's. He shouldn't be long.
I've already given up on that tart.
Well, perhaps we should leave it till tomorrow.
No. There's no point in putting it off. And we've got to tell him sometime.
Would you prefer I wasn't here?
No, look, it's got to come from the both of us. I mean, he's got to see it's a joint decision. I mean, that's what we agreed.
But he will want a reason. What exactly are we going to tell him?
Yeah, well, obviously we can't tell him the truth. We can just say things haven't been too good between us and we're going to spend a bit of time apart.
bit of time.
Yeah, well, that's all he need know for now. Got to get used to the idea first.
Hi.
Did you have a nice evening?
It's all right. Anything on TV?
No, nothing much.
Would you like a cup of coffee, Shane?
No. I'll go listen to some tapes. Is everything okay?
Yes.
I'll see you in the morning then.
Why didn't you say anything?
Well, look, for God's sake, woman, it's not easy, you know.
Max.
I'll never forgive you for this.
Not until you give me my money back.
I say you don't get paid until you kiss me.
That's blackmail.
Go.
Take your hands off her!
Des!
You heard. Let it go! Run for it.
Have you gone stark raving mad?